Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Starting to feel a little pressure. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to move it through the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Looking for a man. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football. But when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easy.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. They go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball. Their guys holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskers. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Makes the grab on the shuffle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that, too.
Right back to the well. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make this play successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It is perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on his way. My, oh my, 41 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Working that left side now.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Paul. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps and not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A designed run for the quarterback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out.
And the quarterback caught him too and sacked at the 12. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. That is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. Escape. The ball pops out. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He's going to pass on second down. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes the catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. They get him down with this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Back to the air one more time. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll go with a direct snap. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the grab. They will score. LSU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness. He
sends it downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 21 over the Pandas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On second down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now on the counter. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll let it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Wants to fire on second down. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wagner. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The aerial assault continues. Looking to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. This defense giving up ground. He's finally knocked down at the 26. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He wants to pass it on second down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, looking to pass. Got his man in the middle. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Takes a hit as he fires. Snagged in the end zone. Tigers.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
On second down, just keeps firing. Up near the sticks, it's Gore. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. He'll come out throwing on first down. Snags it over the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
He'll just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Wagner.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to pass on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
They'll go to the air. Caught. Touchdown LSU! And here they come, almost all the way back. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He's looking to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
25.
Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, they come up with a huge play. They're going to be down in the red zone now. And I think, David, the mentality changes a little bit for a defense, right? Playing at this position of the field?
Yeah, the field shrinks. Now it becomes a little bit easier to play, more man coverage, down in that red area. But giving up the big pass play, it's a backbreaker. You want to make them earn it down the field, not give up these big plays. But the QB saw it right away, and really good job of executing and making the big play.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the second.
A shot for the end zone. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
He's going to throw deep right side. Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Using his feet to buy time. Intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Flushed out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you could tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense.
What a snag by the defense. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
These corners going to give them some space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's back to throw on second down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Gore. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Wagner. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Nebraska 35, LSU 32.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. The give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Wagner. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. With the run on first and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the offense. He's looking for a man on second down. He's got his man. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll just get rid of that one.
This is a no-brainer right now. After that incompletion, trailing by what you are in this area of the field, fourth and short, just kick the field goal. It's what you need to give yourself a chance to win.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. All tied up here in the fourth quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. BYU is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up by 20 over Eastern Michigan. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He wants to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep him honest. Pound that rock.
Wants to go up top. Using his legs to buy some time. Takes the easy completion. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell. Hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? And the Huskers are on the move. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. The Huskers in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the ground with the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
4th down, gotta have it here. And he'll go out of bounds, and he will be short on the 1st down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He holds it in, and nobody's close. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after it. The short hands. It's Gore. Still running at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down.
When you got a QB with this kind of arm talent, receivers with this kind of speed, they are going to be difficult to stop. They have been up and down the field. They've almost got 450 passing yards now.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, LSU.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this will be for the win. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. This kicker is 2 for 2 on the night, and he could say good night if he can win the game here.